If you haven't already stocked up on alcohol by Thursday, you can only get your hands on it by next Tuesday. President Cyril Ramaphosa has placed a ban on the sale of alcohol this Easter holidays. And during his address to the nation last night, President Ramaphosa said alcohol has a major role in fueling reckless behavior. So let's get some reaction now on this from South African Liquor Traders Association spokesperson, Mr. Martin Hlongwa. Mr. Hlongwa, thank you for your time and good morning to you. Some reaction, please, to the regulations set by the President last night.
Good morning to your listeners and viewers. Good morning to everybody. Firstly, I'd like to commend the President on not giving us a hard lockdown. It was quite relaxed because we're already on lock level 1. Our pleas for the government to listen to us have suddenly fallen on deaf ears, as it is. We are very, very pleased that he's given us a reprieve over the Easter period, which is very hectic in some areas, but not in Gauteng. As you know, a lot of people go out to the formal homelands, so to say, where Riako High. Most people want to go to your Limpopos, your KZN, to be with family. So we're very, very pleased that he actually listened to our pleas, though we've never had a formal sit-down meeting with the government. But the media played an important role in that. It gave us a hearing after hearing our pleas on media.
Right.
Thank you very much.
I mean, Mr. Hlongwa, countless times we've heard the President, we've heard the eNCC making mention that alcohol does fuel reckless behavior. It does, burden hospitals when healthcare workers need to be, prioritizing and focusing on, the increasing numbers of COVID-19. Since the first hard lockdown from level 5, whereby your industry has been hard hit, what are some of the lessons that you have learned in also just educating consumers, but also advising liquor traders in terms of responsible drinking?
Well, we've had extensive workshops, albeit we were restricted by the COVID-19 regulations. But as you can see, the spike has leveled off a bit. It means there is something that we were doing as liquor traders to make sure that we flatten the curve. Even though we were open, the figures were showing not a decline as such, but they were leveling off. It means there was something that we were doing as liquor traders, in our outlets.
Right. From what the President also mentioned, the sale of on-site consumption continues. It's the off-site consumption that will be affected, where one cannot purchase alcohol and consume at home, at least not from Thursday. Are there any fears or concerns from your side as an association in terms of your margins, but also just illegal and illicit trade that might potentially occur during the 4 days?
Yeah, it's a pity that, like I said, there was no formal interaction between us and the government. Our colleagues in the off-sale, that is the bottle stores, will be obviously affected. I don't see a sound reason for closing them down because they were affected just before this announcement. I think some of them will lose their businesses. Like I say, I'm just worried. What was the logical explanation for closing them down when we know that after they've closed down, your illicit trade, your concoction brewers and all those other chances will move into the terrain, and we'll still have liquor in abundance from the illegal traders.
And on that note, before I let you go, Mr. Hlongwa, because there are concerns of a potential third or even fourth wave that might, come upon us here in South Africa, and we know that with, the president's address, usually it's the alcohol industry that the country anticipate might be one of the first sectors to be closed down, at least for a couple of days. What would then be some of your recommendations to government, especially when they put down regulations, and how they might affect, the liquor industry?
Yeah, I understand that the liquor is blamed for being a super spreader. But you remember when they spoke about your second wave, we were all scared, but there was no fireworks reported thereafter. What I'm saying is it's all speculation. Nobody is an expert on this coronavirus thing. But unfortunately, there's been too much of stories running around. Okay, we can see some countries like Brazil and in the USA where the people are dying. We're not saying we want to break the law, but let them come up with concrete evidence that our operation is the main spreader of the disease. I still can't figure out who and how they came up to that, because we're not being consulted to make our side of the story heard.
All right, we leave it there. Thank you so much, Martin Hlongwa from the SA Liquor Traders Association.